Hello. You never thought that I would be back, but here we are. I'm so excited about this topic today. And also, thank you so much for coming back. Thank you for watching this again after my first episode. Granted, I am still learning so much from that last episode. By the time I'm filming this, the first episode has not even launched yet. So I don't know, maybe everyone hates it and nobody's here to listen again. But that's okay because I'm not even here for like anybody. I'm just here to record some thoughts that I have about some things because I think it's important to share value and share knowledge. And I think that's what we're all called to do. So today's episode, we're not even going to intro it because I'm going to be talking all 30 minutes about it. But it is going to be about sobriety and why I am sober. That sounds so weird to say because in the back of my mind, I'm like, oh, like I don't want to put like a limitation on anything. But like I'm sober. And we'll talk a little bit about like my journey with alcohol. So we'll start there. I never drank alcohol in high school. I didn't have the time to drink alcohol. A girl was busy. She was doing school assignments. She was turning in homework. Like she got no time to be drinking. And so I never snuck out of my house. I never did anything naughty. I really just wasn't a fan of drinking. And more so, in the back of my mind, I was like, oh, well, I can drink when I'm 21. Like, it don't matter to me. And so I think that's why I don't really have an intense relationship with alcohol or like alcoholism because I just don't really like care to like say the least, I guess. Like, I've just become so apathetic towards alcohol. So as I was beginning to dabble into drinking, I really like till this day, like am not a fan of drinking, like drinking culture, like anything of sorts. However, it kind of got to an insane point when I was studying abroad. I drank so much, like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. It was Monday, there was an excuse. It was Mantra Monday. And then Tuesday was Tequila Tuesday. And then Wednesday was Why Not Wednesday. And then Thursday was Trust in the Process Thursday, which I don't know why we named it that. And then Friday, it was already Friday. And then Friday, Saturday, Sunday, I would drink. But I mean, I make it sound like it's very dramatic. Like I think I drank, I would say like 4 times a week. Oh my God. When you talk about like drinking and you just haven't drinking so long, you're like, wow, like that was my life. But like, let me just paint a picture. Like I would go clubbing, which meant I would leave my dorm at like 11 p.m. And then I would start partying and then I would come back to my dorm at like 5 a.m. And then I would go to sleep and I'd wake up at around maybe like noon or 1-ish. And then I would, hang out, eat some food, and then get ready to go out all over again. So it was like I was nocturnal for a long period of time. And I think, to be quite frank, like I was bored. And that's why I drank a lot. Like I was bored because I didn't have hobbies while I was studying abroad. And I was bored because I didn't care to like go outside. And so when I wasn't studying, it was drinking. And I think for the most part, I didn't ever go to class hungover. I really didn't enjoy that. So I don't think I've ever was like, ooh, I'm hungover. But it definitely was a learning process of learning how to drink. And also, I was always the DD in my group of friends. I never really was like, oh, like, I want to drink, like, yeah. Or, like, the friend that's like, oh, like, I'm a DD, but I'm going to have a couple drinks. Like, you'll never catch me. Like, if I'm DD, you bet I'm sober. I take that stuff so seriously. Like, it's not even a joke. Like, I will not consume a sip of alcohol if it means that it's putting my life and other people's life in danger. So I do not condone driving behind the wheel. And I mean that like wholeheartedly. you can ask my friends and they will 100% say that I will not drink, regardless of if I'm DD or not. Honestly, I just don't be enjoying that. But yeah, that was kind of my history with alcohol. So I kind of had a little bit of a abusive relationship with it, if you will. I mean, but it was never like a nice cocktail at dinner because I wanted to eat more than I wanted to drink. It was more so like, if I'm drinking, it meant that I'm ending up at a club somehow, somewhere. But like, it's Japan, you can find a club anywhere. And it just became super unhealthy. But honestly, I never woke up hungover in Japan. I don't know why that is, or who decided that like Japanese liquor does not make you hungover, but I feel like that was the case for me. Because was there a time where I fell asleep in a bathtub? Perhaps. But was I was like good the next morning. I was ready to go, but also I'm like, okay, maybe my tolerance is up. So who knows? Lots of factors, but I don't ever I don't remember violently being hungover. Like, I don't remember being like, oh, like I cannot move today. I think I was just generally tired because you're going out in the middle of the night. But yeah, the only times I've ever been violently hungover were when I drank in America. So that says something. But yeah, I just never really enjoyed the process of drinking. It sounds insane, but I just never really enjoyed getting drunk, not being coherent. And honestly, more than anything, I just wanted to enjoy like quality time with my friends. And I feel like I couldn't even do that. Like, why did I have to involve alcohol and everything? And like, sure, there's like funny videos of me or like funny videos of my friends, but like, it was not like I could have acted like that sober. But it brought out a lot of issues in me that I didn't think I had. Like, I had very low self-esteem looking back now. And like, I only would like talk to guys if I had liquor, because I could be like, use the drunkenness as an excuse of like, oh, well, I was just drunk. Like, I didn't mean that. I didn't think he was hot. I just was drunk. And it's like, I didn't let myself feel those emotions or like feel the, like feel that, or like feel confidence of just being able to like walk up to a guy and be like, hey, I think you're cute. And like, God forbid, like I say a guy's cute sober, like I would have gone over the walls and like lost everything, because I would have been like, what? No, I never say that. Yeah, it was just a lot of rediscovering who I was through the drinking process. Granted, my drinking era was literally probably like 6 months of like heavy drinking, and then I stopped. And I honestly feel really free now. I feel great. I love waking up early in the morning in the crisp cold air and going out on a walk and just enjoying the cozy vibes, because you know, when you're drinking, you don't realize how much of your day goes by. You don't realize that when you wake up it's noon, when someone's had a whole life until noon. Like, it just, and I also have just not had positive experiences around people with alcohol. So I think that's why it also inhibits me, or not inhibits me, but I set that boundary on myself to respect myself and respect my body, and just be like, hey, like, you're putting poison. Also, just a full side tangent, alcohol is expensive. Like, it's not cheap. You take a shot of Tito's, that's $10. Buy a round of shots with your friends, that's $40. I mean, and that's talking on the cheap end, like if Tito's is $10. It just, money goes by so insanely quickly. And also, you look at that tab at the end of the night and you're like, woohoo, I'm drunk. Like, here's this much money. Like, yay. And then you look back and you're like, that's how much I spent. Like, respectfully, like, yes, tip your servers, tip your bartenders, but respectfully, did you have to give him $100 when the tab was $40? Like, that type of thing. Like, it's just drunk influence. And like, I worked in the restaurant industry for 8 years. And working in that industry, you really realize that a lot of people are alcoholics. And it's funny because you really won't, it's hidden. Like, it sounds, when people are like, oh, like I didn't know my partner was cheating on me. It's like, I get it sometimes, because it's like you're taking everything they're saying at face value of, oh, I love you, I cherish you, and you believe it. And then you realize, oh, like they were cheating on me, and you sound stupid. That's kind of how I felt with alcoholism, or like people who use other substances. It's just like you never would have thought. Or like you look at someone and you're like, you? Like, it's so common in this world to kind of endorse alcoholism, or kind of be like, oh, like I deserve a drink tonight, I had a 12 top, or oh, like we should go out for drinks. Like, to me, it makes, like, this world values alcohol. This world, and also, yes, I get it, because alcohol is an industry. Alcohol is a addictive industry. So it's a great business to start. Don't get me wrong. Tequila, vodka, like, good business. But it's just not good for anyone mentally. And also, a lot of people use alcohol to run from things or run from problems. And that's what I did. I use alcohol to run from my problems, run from my low self-esteem, run from low confidence, and whatever other issues I had. Like, if class was hard, I'd have a drink and it'd all go away. But there comes a point where you just become sick of being numb. Like, you just become sick of just, I want to wake up at 6 a.m. and just breathe and live and not have to have this toxin in my system. And it sounds so like holistic and like, woo, like toxic. But this world just values alcohol so much. And like, don't even get me started on those little air suckers. I don't know if I can say the word on social, like on YouTube. That's why I'm like trying to, like, don't even get me started on those. But I'm just trying to stick to alcohol. But yeah, I just thought that I had to be drunk to have a personality. I thought that I had to be drunk to hit on a guy. I thought that I had to be drunk to be funny and silly and dance on the dance floor and like not care. Like, I thought that included alcohol. But it was within me all along. Like, I'm a silly gal. I love to embarrass myself. I love to dance on the dance floor and like be in my own world. Like, and it honestly took a lot of like reflection and sitting with myself to realize that you don't need a vice to be you. That is the fattest, like, dumbest excuse I've ever heard from someone. Be like, oh, well, I just need a drink to talk to them. Oh, I just needed this to talk to them. Like, it's within you all along. Like, you don't need the liquor. You don't need, like, it may turn you into like a different person, but do you want them to only remember you because you were drunk? Or do you only want them to remember the drunk personality of you? Like, that's not cool. And also, every single person that I've met in the club, I don't remember their names at all. Like, we've exchanged Instagrams and I'm like, who is this person? Like, it's not quality and intentional, like, time. It's just, everyone's there to get messed up, make out with some random guy, and like dance. And if that's what you want to do, go do it. But I think it's more so for me, I can still go out and have a good time and not be drinking. Like, I can literally go out and like, I just went out on Halloween sober. I think I had like an energy drink, but like I went out and I was just sober, enjoying dancing and just having a good time. Like, it doesn't take that much, you know? Like, and honestly, there's so many more other perspectives of sobriety, and I know it's hard. I just personally can't speak from a perspective of someone who's been an alcoholic, because I can genuinely say from the bottom of my heart, I was never an alcoholic. And I don't want to say never been an alcoholic. I guess I was for those 6 months, but I was never reliant on alcohol. I think I was just already as crazy as I was. So I never relied on alcohol to like do daily tasks or things. Like, I just only solely used it to go to the club. But I really can't speak of someone who's like been super in the depths, in the trenches of alcoholism. Like, I can only talk about the lake and the little river, but I can't talk about like the Mariana Trench about alcoholism. But, you know, I have so many friends and close community people in my heart who have like quit alcohol, and I'm like so proud of them. And like, it does take a lot of resilience and a lot of diligence, but I really think that once you're in the routine, it honestly, it's amazing. And another thing too is if you're scared of alcohol becoming a part of your identity, or like alcohol is the only reason why you hang out with people, just remember that, do you really want those people around you? Like, do you only want to be hit up like, oh yeah, I want to call Jasmine because she's down to have a drink? Not because, oh, I want to call Jasmine because she's super fun and spunky and smart and she's funny. Like, I just want to do whatever with her. Like, it doesn't matter what we're doing. That's the type of call I'd rather have than someone hitting me up going, hey, we're going to go hit up Mwani's tonight. Like, you want to come? And the first bit of being sober, you kind of are starting to break away from what you were. It's an identity thing. Like I can say now that like being sober is an identity thing. Like a lot of my friends who go out with me to go like clubbing, like they know that I won't drink. So they won't even offer me a drink, which is amazing because I'm like, thank you. So I don't have to say no. But if you're still in that beginning stage where you're like, oh, like, I don't know if I want to quit. I don't know if I want to fully not, like, I don't know. Just think about your quality of life. Like, really be honest with yourself. Take a little microscope and look into your life and really think, is this the type of life that I want to live? Or more so think, if I continue this behavior in 5 years, how will my life look? And you know what? Maybe that might be good or bad, because for me, my liver is like, thank you. Like, no more liquor. But someone else may be like, if I continue to drink like this, like, I might get messed up. And that's okay. You're totally fine to really be honest with yourself and take a look. And like, progress is still progress. Just because I've completely quit alcohol, sometimes moderation works. But for me personally, moderation does not work. And yeah, it just doesn't work for me. I've never been the person to be like, oh yeah, like only one drink. No, girl, you'll catch me buying shots for the club. Like, one drink will set me off the edge. So I really think, like, just know yourself and know your personality. Like, I just know that I'm a person who cannot do moderation. And that's okay. Because now the decision's made easier for you because you just know you quit. And, like, there will be times where you relapse or you drink again or you have a sip of something that you weren't intending to. But just think about the overall grand scheme of things. It's like, do you want your hill to be large or small? And yeah, and I think also alcoholism can breed a lot of misery. I feel like when people are talking at bars, they sometimes get into like sappy, sad conversations, or they'll be like, oh, like my husband divorced me, that's why I'm out here tonight drinking. And you know, you can think of any excuse to like do that, but I think people who really have a problem are just miserable, and they're miserable with your life, and you've lost control. That's the main thing about this, is that you lose control of not only yourself but your habits, your life. It revolves around this one thing, which is alcohol. And once you come to realize that it doesn't have to be that way forever, I think it's really encouraging. Like, I feel empowered now that I'm sober, and I haven't really told a lot of people publicly. This is my first like public statement, but like first statement, because a lot of people they never really saw me as a drinker anyway, so me saying I'm sober is not really a surprise. They're kind of like, yeah, like duh, like you were the whole time. But it's been nice, because in my head it was really hard for me to make a solid decision to be like, okay, like I will not have alcohol again. But the more I thought about it, like I just hated being miserable in the morning. Like I think that's what just led for it to be completely right for me, is I love my mornings. I love my morning routine. I love waking up and not feeling like I want to throw up. And I just love the fact that I have freedom with my day. And I think once you start to get to know that liquor is liquor, and it's a small portion of your life and like who you are. So if you've been like the quote unquote the drinker friend, don't let that title hold you down of what you really want to do. Like if you want to be sober, don't let that one person that said Jasmine will always drink, like don't let that one person hold you back. Like, you know what you need best, and everyone says, oh, I need to quit drinking, but sometimes it does have to come to like a pushing point. Like for me, the 6 months was a pushing point, and I think I went out a couple more times after that, and I was like, yeah, this life is not for me. And it does take a certain amount of diligence, but honestly, it's not as hard as you believe it is. And your mind is your biggest opponent. You'll think of any excuse to get a drink. It's like, oh, I cleaned the house today, I deserve a glass of wine. I did this, I deserve that. But just think about like replacing that with something else, or just honestly allowing your brain to sit in silence is a very powerful thing. That's why I think meditation is insane. Like I need to get on that, because letting your thoughts sit in silence will really help you battle out things that are going on. Also, therapy is always an option. I don't know what I would do without my therapist. Like I call her every Monday being like, girl, I'm not okay. And she's like, yes, you'll be fine. Like, this is what we should do. It's a lot of mindset framing, because everyone's fixed. Their minds are fixed. This is who I am forever. This is what I'm going to be forever. This is who I'm going to... Sorry, my dog's having a dream. This is who I'm going to be forever. This is a part of me. I deserve this. I should drink today. Or I'm hanging out with her. I should have a shot. All those little thoughts accumulate. And once you realize that you don't need a vice to live through life, like just because you did something hard does not mean like you deserve a shot. Like, but I don't know. To me, I guess it's an easy mindset for me, but also you have to have an amazing support system. Like my parents are like, I think I have not told my parents that I'm like fully sober, but they understand that I don't drink like at all, and they understand that if we're going to have dinner, I will not be having a bottle of wine, or I will not be consuming. And also I just genuinely hate the taste of it. It's not even more of like a enjoyment thing. It's like I just hate the taste of alcohol. So it wasn't really like a taste, or like it was more of a taste issue than it was like a mental issue. But yeah, I feel like this episode wasn't really helpful, because I'm not really someone who is like really deep within the alcoholism, but I think it does help, because sometimes people like me, I know there's someone out there like me, please tell me, who is on that teeter of like, should I just go sober? And like, because I don't really drink anyways, like, should I think it's yes. And also, the more that you say yes to being sober, the more you allow yourself to become who you're really meant to be. Because alcohol is an inhibitor of life. It inhibits you. It inhibits you from making cool decisions or doing cool things. Also, expensive. So it may inhibit you from going on a trip. And so it's just, to me, I didn't want my life to be dependent on a vice. And it just wanted to be dependent on me. So that's why I chose to become sober at 23, which is insane, because a lot of people would be like, oh, I became sober at 30 or 25 or whatever. I just wanted to personally share my story, because I think it's really important for people to know that just because you're young, it doesn't mean that you need to drink more to find out if you need to be sober. Like, if you know, you know. Like, if you know, you know. It's like finding your husband. Like, if your high school sweetheart's your husband. Like, I have a friend who's like that. It's like, you just only need one guy to find out, oh yeah, he's the one. Like, that's the same thing for me. It's like, it only took one night of drinking for me to be like, okay, not for me anymore. And that's okay. Just allow yourself to test through, and there's no time limit. That's the thing. There's no, you need to be sober by 40. You need to be sober by 30. There's no time limit. It's just a matter of you deciding when you want to have a better life for yourself. And I think when I started quitting alcohol, or when I quit alcohol, I think it just allowed for me to live the way I truly wanted to live. It gave me freedom to live however I wanted to. And also, just because you don't drink, don't think that you're going to be excluded from any opportunities where other people will be drinking. Like, there will be times where people are drinking. And sometimes I'll just bring like a liquid IV or something to pretend like I have a cocktail so people don't ask me if I have a drink. Like, I just do those things because I don't want to deal with the whole like, oh, like I don't drink and then I ruin the mood and stuff. So I just normally bring like a little powder packet, like a liquid IV or like a Celsius packet or something if I'm staying out for long. Like, quitting alcohol has also helped me realize who my real friends are, and that people liked me regardless of if I were drunk or not. People just liked me for me. So me quitting alcohol wasn't like, oh, like, Jasmine, you're no longer gonna come with us. Like, it was never that. Like, all of my friends are so supportive. They're down to go do whatever. Like, we do simple things. And that's the whole point about romanticizing your life. It doesn't have to be this big, extravagant, like, I need to buy a table and buy shots for everyone, because you want to feel validated by other people that you're doing that for them. It's like you just find validation within yourself to be like, I can walk away from that lifestyle and I'm gonna be okay. So it's just being able to walk away. I think at the end of the day, I feel that I did this decision to help me. And obviously, just because alcohol wasn't a huge problem for me, that doesn't mean that there were other issues that were insanely wrong. I'll talk about them more. But alcohol was just something that quitting was easy for me, and it allowed for me to be who I am. And I just love that. So yeah, I should have like did a Q&A or something, but the first episode's not even out. But comment down below any I don't know. Comment down below a habit that you're trying to break this upcoming year. I think that's a really good comment. Comment down below a habit that you're trying to break this year, and then comment down below with a brown heart emoji next to it. So I know that you guys stayed all the way till the end of this episode. Thank you so much. I kind of really don't know what I said. I hope that someone took my advice somewhat helpful. And if it was not, just click out and unsubscribe, and I got you. I get it. And we'll work on making the next one better. But yeah, let me know any questions you also have down below. Any questions about like sobriety, how that's been, anything like that. I feel like I kind of covered most of it, but if there's any other excess questions, comment down below. And I will see you guys in the next episode of me yapping, and we'll see you guys next time. Bye.